folks. We completed another food bank and thrift store haul. I didn't get to the clearance racks at the grocery stores today. Again, all the running around got me so tired that I'm done. Can't do it. So maybe another day. Stay tuned. Let's see what we got. So I have this bag. So let's see what comes out of the bag. We have San Francisco sourdough bread. I got some gluten-free bread. And I got onions. Come on, camera, focus. I got cookies for my grandkids. Some mac and cheese. Some jasmine rice. Some peanut butter. Here, let's move this over. I got tomato soup, onions, 1, 2, 3, 4 onions, mac and cheese. I have jasmine rice, water, tuna, green beans, tomato sauce, and candy for my grandsons. Because I'm not supposed to eat it, although I might steal 1 or 2. So that's from that bag. 2 types of bread and all of that in one bag. And this is from one food bank. And then, yes, I made some milk. You can check out the videos to see how I make homemade milk in that little thing. So I got some frozen yogurts, some yogurt, not frozen, but yogurt for the grandkids. Butternut squash for me, cause yeah, like that. Carrots. Beef for the dogs. Apples, cabbage, and flour. That was today's food bank haul. So I got this stool for the bathroom because I want to put this one outside as a stool / table. And I have another one of those I use in the house for a step stool for what it's for. But this is to help with the number 2, because you're supposed to have your feet up. When you have these tall toilets, I learned that these are called comfort size toilets. And that means they're really tall, and I can barely put my feet flat, much less. So you're supposed to have your knees up when you're going number 2. And you can ask me about that cart in the comments. I'll tell you what that's for, because you're probably wondering, what's that cart? I call it my femme cart, because it's for all the, well, if you're a woman, you trying to figure out what's in there, what it's for. I got that. So I can put my feet up when I'm going number 2. And then I got this pop-up bucket. Well, first of all, I put things inside that I got this. I'm hoping to maybe kind of use this as my microphone when I'm doing videos. Let's see if it'll work. Not exactly what I want, but I'd rather have that around my neck than have headphones on. I can have those in my ears or that around my neck or both. And it has a built-in microphone. So I'm going to see if that'll help with this phone doing videos. I found some weather stripping because I could use that. More candles. This is a battery operated one. Another natural candle. These are 2 different thrift stores. So this is I was thinking the other day I want to make some projects that can go outside, and I need something. And I was looking up sealer, like Home Depot, whatever. And then I went to the thrift store, and they happen to have some for $1.99. Usually it's at least $7 a can. So, and I get the senior, or as some of us call it, the wisdom discount. So this is going to be to hold my reusable toilet paper. And you can ask me about the reusable toilet paper, or you can go watch the video where I talked about that and showed that to you. Now my reusable toilet paper is in that metal can, but I would like to conceal it. So I got this. I'm pretty sure it will fit back there. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to find out right now. Yes, it fit perfectly right back there. And it goes right with my toilet brush set there and plunger. And fits perfectly right there. So, although I won't be able to use the foot pedal, I can lift it up to put that in there. Maybe I should put it a different way. So I played around with it. I moved it forward. But the only way for me to be able to access the pedal is if I move it forward and turn it around and set it here. But then I'd have to put that back there. I don't like the fresh toilet paper to be near the toilet brush. So if I'm using the toilet brush, I don't want to, get toilet paper wet with toilet water. So, and then I want this to be easily accessible, because sometimes you don't know you got to go number 2 till you got to go number 2. So but I can reach it with I'm sitting on the toilet. I just lift it up. It doesn't open. Oh no! It has to go all the way back, so I just have to put it like that. Not too bad. It's not too low for me to have to reach for it. And that keeps everything nice and tidy. I want it to be like this, where I can just open it, but it won't be that convenient. So, I came up with a plan for these. I need to go out to the shed and get my Velcro. So, trying to figure out how I'm going to stick this, because you have to open this to get to the batteries. But if I stick this to the wall, I won't be able to get to that for the batteries. That's probably why they got rid of it. But I was thinking I have Velcro. If I put Velcro on here and on the wall, I should be able to just pull it off to change the battery. So I'm going to put one here for the toilet. And then I'm going to put the other one here for the sink. So if the power ever goes out, we have backup lighting. That's the whole idea. And then there's two more to go in the van. And I'll show you what I did with the racks. Okay, so I'm going to take this crazy mess and create these backing for these. And I changed my mind. I am going to use all four of them in the house because I forgot that I wanted to put a light in my pantry and in my closet. So that makes four, so they'll be used up. Okay, so I'm going to take this crazy mess and create these backing for these. And I changed my mind. I am going to use all four of them in the house because I forgot that I wanted to put a light in my pantry and in my closet. So that makes four, so they'll be used up. These two came with mounting brackets already. So this is going to make it easier. The other ones must have been missing these little brackets right here. And I'm still not going to use the screw holes. I'm not going to screw the bracket in. I'm still going to Velcro. But that's easier because that's easier to take. Actually, this sticks to the wall. I may not need the Velcro. Let's go look. I think with these I don't need the Velcro. Let's go try. Sometimes these sticky backs don't work, but I have the mounting tape. I could use that. So I want to put one in my pantry, my very full pantry. You check out my videos about how I do a lot of homemaking and food bank. I get a lot of stuff from the food bank and make my own custom recipes. Not really recipes, I just wing it most of the time. But so let's see how one of these will work in here. It's stuck right there. Hopefully it'll stay. Sometimes even this stuff peels right off. But this, see, and I can take this off the bracket like that. Okay, like that. And the light bulb moves, so if I want to see stuff up there, I can point the light up there. But mostly I'll need it for down here and the rest of this. So this way I have a light in there. When I want to get in there at night, I don't have to turn on the whole light. And of course, if there's a power outage and I need to see what I'm getting. Okay, we have one more. I'm going to put in my bedroom closet. So let's go do that. And if you're wondering about this mess, see all the toys? This is what Zenji does. Every time, so I buy cheap toys from the thrift store on purpose because this is what he does. He murders. Or he unalives his toys. This was full of that stuffing. This one too. He hasn't managed to get that one or this one undone yet. I'm sure he will. I think he tried to steal a tissue. He steals tissues too. And socks. And Where are they? There's Cersei. There's my Cersei. And there's my Zenji. Say hi. Your kisses. Aww. Okay, my closet. You see it's very dark back there. Right, really I want it up here somewhere, so I had to figure out where to put it. So I ended up putting it here. I have this one support here, and that way it's there. I don't always need it, but if I need to turn the light on, I can just come in here and have light. I almost feel like I need another one for back there, but I don't think so. Look, it kind of works for back there too. That'll work. Okay, so I had to get creative about how to reinforce the back battery compartment. So I put a little tiny piece of mounting tape, can't really see it, right in here. I wrapped the little thing here. I'll have to pry it open when I need to change the batteries, but at least now, dog hair, now I can put it there, turn it on, off, on, off. There we go. So the bathroom's important because not only for power outages, but at night when I want to come in here, I mean, I already had this, and this is nice, but if I want a little more light, because I want to be able to see what I'm doing over here, now I can, and that gives me a little more lighting without turning on the overhead light. And then wash my hands over here. Yeah. And I need to put batteries in this one. Yeah. There. So the Velcro wasn't sticking, so actually it turned out good that I had this other mounting tape, so I used the mounting tape to reinforce the sticky part on the back of the Velcro. So now I have this little light, so if I have, and yes, I live in an area where there's power outages in the winter sometimes. So this way, if the power's out, I can come in here, wash my hands. And I'm going to do the same over there. You see how dark it is there? We're going to put one over there. Okay, so let's try this out together. So we're going to find out if this, so I just opened this, and all the parts are there. I got to read the instructions. Everybody's least favorite part is reading the instructions. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. So 4 hours of talk time. Okay, charging, battery, pairing. You must pair it with the device. Before using the headset for the first time. Well, yeah. Bluetooth, enter 004 zeros for code. Auto reconnect, out of range, controls. Okay. All right, looks pretty straightforward. Let's see if it works. And you can tell me because it'll be in this video that I'll be trying it out. So let's try this out, and please tell me in the comments if you don't mind and you have a moment how well you can hear me, if the sound is better. So I'm going to try it without this thing and with this thing. from the thrift store, so I don't know how long it's been since it was charged. I'm probably going to end up having to charge it first. So let's see if it will connect. And unfortunately, I can't share that with you because that's on my screen.